Hey guys, welcome to Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. I'm Heather. I'm a gardener in Central Virginia, Zone 7. I'm on a morning walk with my dog, Tonto, and I thought I would share some beautiful pictures from this morning's walk. There's a lot of ducks out, turtles, a lot of things in bloom. I'll put some pictures up here. And then when we get home, I just saw a blue herring fly over top. When we get home, I'm going to share with you my update on my indoor flower seedlings. I think it's been about 2 weeks or so, and I have germination in every tray except for one, and we'll talk about that as soon as we get home. Okay, so I seeded this tray on March the 14th, I believe, maybe 15th, and I have germination in every single tray except for the Bells of Ireland, and I'm going to put a picture right here of what I did to that particular cup 5 days ago. I literally just wrapped it in saran wrap and stuck it in the freezer. Bells of Ireland does need cold stratification. I thought maybe I could just get away with planting it and not doing anything to it. So let's take a peek at what's going on here. The lights are killing me. I just put it in my eye. So you may notice I do have these fly traps hanging. And these actually catch gnats fairly well. I'm not sure if there's something on there that attracts flies and or gnats. But you can see that I'm definitely capturing some. Even though I hate these things and they get stuck to everything, it is working. There's the lavender that I decided to keep in this pot. And I have not pinched them back yet. We'll do that at the end of this video. I've never shown you this plant before. This is my indoor ginger that is basically overwintering in my house. I'll put the video down in the description so you can kind of watch what I did when I did my ginger harvest. And I immediately kind of turned around and just replanted one chunk. But I also planted this dwarf, I think it's dwarf lemon cilantro. And look, it's starting to flower in my house. And that's something. I've eaten it. Of all the cilantro I've ever eaten, this really tastes like soap. And I normally really love cilantro. So, I don't know, I may try a little bit outside in the fall just to see. But my ginger is down in there. My hands are really bad today, guys, so just ignore those. I've been planting seedlings all day and digging in the ground. So, let's get started. And at the end of this video, we will pinch the gingers. Not the ginger, the lavender. So this tray is aster, Chinese aster, and I've got 2 different colors. If you'll remember the first video where I talk about this tray of flowers, you can just go back and look at the colors. It was like a lavender and like a silvery, lavendery white color. And then over here, I was surprised these guys germinated so quickly. I have, what do I got? Heuchera or Cora Bells right here. I think they're called Ruby. What are they called? Ruby Falls? Ruby Bells. Okay. And then here is actually, oh, astilbe. So I have planted astilbe from bare root before. I've never grown it from seed. So this is really exciting. And then this is like a bonus. These are actually tomatoes, and I planted these guys. This is my 3rd seeding. I could not get them to germinate in there with my nightshades. So this is the 3rd time, and I put them in here with my flowers. It's cooler in here, not as much light at all. And look, now they're germinating. It's funny. I just got my refund from rareseeds.com in the mail yesterday too. Yeah, I've been trying for over 3 weeks to get these to germinate in the kitchen in my grow light station. Okay, so don't know what to think about that. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is perennial geranium. It's a light pink. I think I planted 5 seeds. And it looks like 2.5. Maybe that's something there starting. 2.5 seeds. And jewels of opar. I think that's a red flower. I'm going to have to look that up. So I'll put my tomato back in here. So I wonder if this plant does well in cooler situations, this tomato variety. If so, I'm going to have to put him somewhere where he can get some part sun. This is just some miniature Russian sage. I have the big Russian sage out front, but thought it'd be nice to have the tiny Russian sage. And you can refer to the first video to see the seed packets and or the pictures. Okay, celosia. This is the flamingo celosia. That'll be pretty. And oops, almost smushed that one guy. Some pincushion, one of my favorite flowers. It's Black Knight. Looks like I've got a third one trying to come up there, but so far just two. Oh, let's see what this is. Okay, Bellas. Okay, I can't read that second word there. Some kind of mix. I think this is a daisy. I think it's some kind of daisy. And some Slavia. This is the Rose Queen. I thought that would be a pretty addition instead of like a blue or a purple. Some Evening Primrose, which looks like it germinated really well. And last but not least is an entire tray of my Gomphrena Strawberry Fields. Went with something different this year. Instead of the standard color, tricolor of Gomphrena, this is a completely tray of just red and pinks. So I think that'll be really, really pretty. All right, guys, so that's it for this tray. I'm going to go get the lavender and we're going to pinch it, and that'll be all for this video. This is the lavender in the pot that I'm going to keep as an indoor house plant as an experiment. I know it can be done, but lavender would prefer to be outside. So I'm just going to look for a nice spot to go ahead and cut above a leaf node. You can tell it's already branching on its own. So let me see, how about we'll cut it right there. There we go. So I picked off the majority of the leaves from that cutting we just took off the top of this guy. And I'm going to put him into some water, and maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get a whole nother plant. I'm going to have to trim a couple more of those leaves off so that they're not under the water, because it'll get all gross. I'm going to have to figure out a different system, maybe a smaller cup. Okay, so only 3 other seedlings survived. If you remember the last video, I had all of the seedlings in this pot, and then I up-potted them into their own little cups. So 3 survived, and you can see this one on the left is already branching quite a bit. These 2 are a little bit more squatty. So I'm going to go ahead and trim them all, save the cuttings, see if we can get them to root in the water. Okay, so on the next episode of the flowers from indoor sowing with under grow lights, what I'll probably end up doing is getting some more of these little 2-inch pots, and we'll start separating the little flowers into their own little cups, as I've been doing for the last many days. Well, it's been 2 days with my summer garden vegetables that I've got here. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. I hope you're having a great gardening day. Bye.